3 children are still trapped inside their flat.
Three on the floor, please. Mate, honestly, I don't...
23rd, that's 2-1, over.
Fuck.
Okay, as you can see behind me, we're at the Grenfell Tower. We've been on the scene for around half an hour. We've been walking around trying to get an idea of what the kind of sense of the community is around here. There's lots of people who are out on the street. They're talking to each other. As you can hear, they're playing music. They're lighting candles. There are quite a few public debates going on. There are lots of discussions going on. People that otherwise maybe wouldn't have had much in common are all coming and joining together under this sort of terrible atrocity that's taken place. I know there are lots of frustrations to do with how the council, how our Prime Minister and perhaps how the media are handling this. It seems like for all intents and purposes the community have really stepped in to try and do everything that they can to help in this horrific tragedy. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk around, we're going to try and speak to people, and we're going to try and get a kind of sense of how people are feeling, what's going on and what needs to be done from here moving forward.
That tragedy there, that should never have happened in this day and age. That government is not for us, you know. They never have been, they never will be. They're for the rich white people, rich Muslim people. They're for people with money, yeah. They don't want to come into these kind of areas, upbuild them or uplift the people. They just want to oppress, suppress and keep on putting you down lower and lower and destroying you and taking away and taking away.
At the moment, the official figure presumed missing or dead is 58. That's the last I heard. Do you think that's a realistic figure, or what do you think?
With the amount of people grieving here, I would hate to speculate. That's why I'd say let's not speculate, let's get the information, which is there already. It's available, it's just collating it. There's got to be a question as to why this information has not yet been collated. I'm sure there's smarter minds than me that have thought about this, so why has it not been actioned? There seems to be a distinct lack of direction and guidance from the people in positions of authority, which is shocking and appalling, for want of a better phrase.
I live in a tower block in Collier Row, and we fear that the Havering Council may have used the same stuff as what they had in that tower block.
So we just walked past this sign and we thought that maybe we could draw some attention to it, because it says here, we want answers from Robert Black, Chief Exec at KCTMO, Jonathan Baugh, Ex-Director for the Planning and Borough Development, Anthony Redpath, Director for Strategy, including Community Housing, Amantha Gill, Head of Housing, including Homelessness, Laura Johnson, Director of Housing, including Estate Regeneration, Moira McGarvey, Head of Internal Audit and Risk Management, Nick Paget-Brown, Leader of Council who blamed residents, Philip Pringle, Health and Safety Officer, Annette Knoll, Safety Officer, and Glenn Woodhead, Framework Development Officer and Innovations and Solutions Manager. So obviously there are some questions that need to be answered, particularly we need to maybe perhaps be asking them of these people whose job it was to keep this building safe and to keep the residents within it safe. And obviously there are mounting tensions within this community. People are justifiably angry. And until we start to get some answers, I can't really imagine that anyone is going to be giving this up anytime soon.
I don't know why you're prioritising politics over 500 people's death. Because you've played down the numbers, it's easier for you lot to say, OK, DUP coalition. But the numbers are not played down. We know, everyone knows it's 500 people. Everyone knows it. No one's brave enough to say it, but we all know. We all know, man. And at the end of the day, you lot carry on playing games with us, and it's going to backfire on you lot. It's going to come nip you lot in the butt. Simple, man. There's no democracy in this country, man. It's dictatorship with a twist.
We have a Sikh temple up the road, about 5 minutes away. We're basically just bringing food, we're bringing water, anything, if we can help in any way possible. We're just here to help the local community and to serve the local community. No one should be hungry, no one should be thirsty. That's it, really. Anything else, it's all we're good at, feeding the community, looking after the community.
And you want other people to pay, and you can go and take little women and take them to prison and segregate them from their family for a stinking licence with the shit that you show and the crap that you want to cover up. Liven up BBC. Nobody pay BBC TV licence. Boycott BBC. BBC ain't got no respect for humanity. So go and tell your boss that one.
Thanks for watching Rebel Media. If you'd like to see more from me, hit like and subscribe.